Hi, I'm Bob, and I'd like to talk to you about smoothing groups today. Smoothing groups are very important for, well, I mean, you can kind of gather from the name that they define which groups of polygons are smooth together and which aren't smooth together. Now down here I have a very primitive model. It's just a box, but I've chamfered one edge of it. Now currently I've removed all of the smoothing groups from it. But I'd like to demonstrate here. You see, if you select all three of these and then you set its smoothing group to say 1, then it'll appear as though those three faces are kind of attached, like they're sanded down and there's not really edges between them anymore. If you put this one also on the smoothing group 1, then it'll make it appear as though this one is smoothed together with them. Now over here I have a basic axe model that I've constructed for this tutorial. Now I've used smoothing groups on this model and then I've applied mesh smooth to it to make the model more smooth. It tessellates it, adds more polygons and everything. Now without smoothing groups the model would look like this once it's mesh smoothed. It looks kind of doughy, everything's very attached and kind of glued together. It looks kind of like it's been covered in goo or something. But once you toggle on smoothing result by smoothing groups, it separates all of the edges based on the smoothing groups that I defined earlier, and it makes everything sharp and smooth it where it's supposed to be smooth, but sharp at the edges between the different smoothing groups. So smoothing groups are very important for pretty much, well, really everything. Smoothing groups you'll need for man-made objects, for organic objects, for rocks, for teeth, for knives, for axes, spaceships, anything that needs a smooth part or a not smooth part.